How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And it is Imperial Stout time. Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout time. And that's putting it lightly. In the form of the Brewery's Black Tuesday. 2015 edition. Haven't had this year's version yet. But I've had this before. It's actually been a while. Probably about a year and a half since I've had it. So while I remember it being big, huge, and off the hook crazy, don't remember the nuances so much, so I'm kind of going into it semi-fresh. As far as what it says on the bottle here, you have the Brewery Black Tuesday Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. It says, I cannot help but raise a dissenting voice to statements that we are living in a fool's paradise, and that prosperity in this country must necessarily diminish and recede into the near future. That is F.H.H. Simmons, President, New York Stock Exchange, January 1928. That is Black Tuesday for the stock market. That's the name of this. I believe that's the name. Well, let me rephrase that. This is off the top of my head. So, history nerds, don't flip out if I get this wrong. That is from the stock exchange, and they call it Black. I think it was Black Tuesday. The reason why this is called Black Tuesday is I think they had like vats explode on them when they were making this beer. Pretty sure that's what happened. That's why they call this Black Tuesday. So anyway, let's see what else. 2015 contains alcohol. No shit, Sherlock. 19.9% alcohol by volume. So it's definitely a chugger. On the back here we have Black Tuesday will age gracefully for many decades of economic fluctuations. Best stored in cellar around 55 degrees. Ideal serving temperature 50 to 55, which this is. Best enjoyed in a tulip or wine glass. And that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what happened was, like I said, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't give a shit. Yeah, something happened at the brewery. I think vats exploded or something like that, and that's kind of how this got its name. So yeah, huge beer, obviously, just, 0.01 off 20%. I don't know if there's some kind of weird California law that precludes them from going above 20%, so who knows if it's actually 19.9 or not. But, label-wise, it's cool. It's fucking Brewery. Their labels are unlocked. This kind of hypnotic fucking foil top thing does it for me too. So everything about it, again. There we go. Let's dive into this sucker. Probably just break right through this, right? Oh, Jesus, man. This plastic shit is pretty fucking hard. I see me fucking pulling a brain getting this sucker open. There we go. Boom. Not a big hiss on that one. It was coming off. Not that you expect one from a 19% stout. I'll throw this in here. I was going to throw it in really hard to see if I can get an even giganticer head. But the fact that I'm getting that size head off a 20% stout is fun, crazy talk. Just north of cat colored head. Nice creaminess to it. Pretty compact bubbles. Sticking around infinitely longer, again, than you'd expect with a fucking 20% fucking beer. So yeah, color-wise, dark as fucking dark could be. There you go. Diving in the nose. There's no booze. There's no booziness there. Maybe a touch. But for the fact that it's 20%, it's just bonkers. You're getting that, what I like to call, if you watch any of my barrel-aged reviews of beers that I really love, you're getting that my personal coveted barrel character, which is what I like to break down to, if you soak some charred wood in a sweet bourbon with a little bit of cherry, and then kind of rubbed it with some powdered chocolate and shaved it all down to make it kind of fine particles. That's the vibe I get from this. Yeah, so you're getting nice, rich, deep, boozy bourbon notes that are not super boozy as an alcohol, but you can tell it's bourbon's there. Cherry, you're getting vanilla, not really. Yeah, getting the coconuts. And chocolate. I mean, there's chocolate on chocolate. It's just like chocolate heaven. So yeah, it smells like it's around 12%. So, and like I said, there is a booziness there, but it doesn't smell like it's that huge. But yeah, it just smells like barrel-aged fantasticalness. Because hopefully that's what it is. So yeah, I could huff this all day. I could actually sit here. I'm going to drink it, obviously, but I could sit here and just smell on this, huff on this for days and days. Smells like it has a nice density to it, but not overly thick either. Nice fluffiness. So let's find out, because it looks awesome. It smells awesome. Cheers. Okay. It's so fucking intense, it's not even funny. Again, there's more booze in the mouth than there is on the nose. But it's still less than you expect from a fresh. Like, this is a 2015 version. They just say 2015. I don't actually know if they throw the actual bottling date on here. I got a little something up here. Let's see. It says batch number 249, and it says here 8/25/15. So I assume that's when it was bottled. Less than 2 months old for a 20% beer. And while it does have a heat, it's not nearly off-putting. It's not like burning. It's just that you know it's there. Kind of like the way what Avery does with their barrel aging program, where the actual evaporation is there. You can get that kind of alcohol evaporation, but delivers even more flavor. First thing I'm getting right off the bat is chocolate mixed with anise. There's this black licorice component combined with a really rich, I want to go dark chocolate, I'm going to milk somewhere between like a really rich European style chocolate mixed with a little bit of anise. And then once you kind of swallow, you get roast, nice roast, non-bittering, nice big robust roast. Everything in this beer is big. And you get maybe even like a touch of like kind of like a chocolate covered espresso bean kind of vibe getting off of it. Cherries. Dark cherries, almost rotten cherries. Cherry cordial. Going forward, just assume everything I say is covered in chocolate. Like I said, a semi-sweet European style chocolate. Yeah. You get the vanilla. You get that coconut. There's like down the line flavor-wise. They're not super in your face. That bourbon is there. That nice barrel char, that chocolate rub barrel char I love so much is there. It's just a great fucking beer. It's definitely a impact beer. It's definitely like an in-your-face beer. It's not something you're just going to be dancing around being all subtle about. It does what it does, and what it does awesomely. And that's that, man. It's just an absolutely fucking fantastic fucking beer. You know, I enjoy me. I've said it multiple times in a lot of reviews I do. I love when I can get a beer that is low in ABV and knocks my fucking socks off. So you can drink a lot of it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of beers that are awesome tend to be higher ABV. So there's really small beers. Last Snow from fucking Funky Buddha, or New Glarus's Belgian style red fruit beer. Those are beer that's like 4%, you know? That are super impactful, but lack the ABV. Sometimes you want a big beer in taste and you want a big beer in booziness, and I actually need one of those today. So yeah, this hits the absolute fucking spot. And here's the thing with this. Before we get into the whole let's talk about a thing. It says it's going to age gracefully for, what is it, years or decades? For many decades. I think it drinks really well fresh. It is a bit boozy. But while I don't, several months I think might make it a little bit not as boozy, take out a little bit of the heat, or maybe it's a little bit better. I don't see this as something I'd like to age for a long time. I'm big on aged beer. When you barrel age stuff and you have a lot of moving parts, I'm not huge on long-term aging, but I'm pretty sure the brewery has down what they're supposed to do with aging and releasing their bottles. You know, it's not like this thing was bottled yesterday. It was 2 months ago. So with their barrel aging, the way they do stuff, the way they blend their beers to how they are when they come out, it's, how do I say it? There's some breweries, Deschutes, they come out with their Wax Top series. A lot of them say a best after. And that rings true for a lot of those beers. This, I think, is pretty damn awesome right out the chute. So while there's nothing wrong with aging, and I have two more that I'm going to sit on for a bit, not on purpose, but more for like sharing with people down the line, I don't see any issues with drinking this sooner rather than later. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better beers I've had as of late. Yes, it is. It's absolutely delicious. I like barrel-aged stouts. I like higher ABV beers. I like impactful beers as much as I like delicate, nuanced beers. And this is absolutely fantastic. Would I buy it again? If I can. It is society only. They do a free lottery for the ability to pour schlubs like me, the ability to get some, in which I ended up lucky enough to pick some up this year. So yes, it's something I would buy again if I had the chance. Value and availability again. It's you have to be honored to buy it, and I don't mean that in a douchebaggy kind of way. It's just that you have to be invited into the club in some sort of fashion to buy some. Value, $29.99 a bottle. For how big of a beer it is and how much shit they put into the beer, I actually don't find that price point to be all that offensive. So I don't see a big deal at that. I don't scoff at that. It didn't bother me that it was at that price point. And just say if you like what, will you like this? I'll go to my mainstays. Trogs. They're not as big as this, obviously. Trogs, Flying Mouflon Barrel Aged. Old Hickory, Event Horizon. I'm spacing now. Bourbon County, stuff like that. Those bigger beers that have that awesome, nice barrel character to it this is that good. And it's worth giving a whirl if you can pick one up. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice brewery beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.